What's up, BCS crew? We're back here with episode 14. I'm your host, Nathaniel Crook, accompanied with my co-host, Mr. Consistent.
That's right.
Stetson AG, also known as Skip AG.
Yeah.
For the real ones.
For the real ones that know, Skip AG.
Yeah, so today, JP celebrating birthday. He's out. Grayson doing some blue-collar work, helping his daddy at the farm.
Yep.
So, before we get into our weekly recap and everything, just give you a little itinerary how the show's going to go. We're going to go intro right now, weekly recap, NBA league talk, about the moves and who did the best maybe.
Yeah, some offseason summer league talk.
And some summer league talk. Then we're going to go our little fun segment I've prepared for Stetson this week. We're going to do our college football top 5 countdown from 5 to 1, wrapping up the blue-collar sports AP top 25.
Yep.
So 5 through 1. Then we're going to go World Cup talk. It's coming to a close.
Yep.
Talking about, Mbappe. Talking about, Spain versus Argentina. Yamal and Messi. Huge game coming up, Sunday?
Yeah, Sunday.
And then UFC 329, the McGregor fight and the Paddy Pimblett fight. Then we're going to go into locker room heat. So, with all that being said, real quick, weekly recap. Stetson, we'll start it off.
Well, just started
weekly, 2-week recap.
Yeah, well, started school back.
Yeah.
So going to MTSU every day, or 4 days a week, Monday through Thursday. Environmental chemistry. It's been fun. And then work. I'm the employee of the month of July.
No, you didn't. You didn't, man.
Yes, sir.
Oh my gosh.
I mean,
yeah.
What can I say?
Dude, Skip AG on and off the on and off the pod, bro. Camera on, camera off.
I mean, employee of the month.
I think you might get blue collar.
I mean, I have to be employee of the century.
Dude, it's me versus you right now.
It really is.
We'll have to let the casuals decide.
I mean, leave a comment on who it is. Yeah. I mean, in my opinion, it's unanimous.
Me?
But me.
Okay. All right.
I mean, we all see, dude. I mean, employee of the month at work. Just grinding it out at school.
I mean, I'll let you have it this month because I just want you to continue on the the momentum that you have.
Yeah.
But no, congrats on that.
Thank you. Looking forward to next week. I have a 30-minute presentation. My God, makes me just strangle myself.
Dude, you told me that, and I was like, I have a 10-page paper due next week, and you're like, oh, I have a 30-minute presentation with a 15-minute Q&A after. I'm like, well, you got that, bud.
Yeah. So I'm not looking forward to that. Got to start on the presentation today.
Yeah, that's me on my paper. It's due in 6 days.
Yeah.
Haven't started yet.
And then I got a midterm Thursday, which won't be too bad, I don't think. So, but yeah, I mean, just, been busy grinding, getting congratulated at work. At work.
Did you get a certificate or anything?
I did.
Gift card?
I got a certificate with my name, employee of the month, and then they gave me a little coin, a token thing.
Oh, yeah?
And a pen to put on my lab coat. So, I mean, I'm just getting blessed. You know how it is, man.
Dude, that's crazy, bro. But me, I mean, it's been a lot of work, school. I'm wrapping up my master's. I'll be finished at the end of July with my MBA. I'm pretty excited about that. Today, had a heck of a day at work.
That's what you said, man.
I mean, I was out
working like a mule.
Dude, I was out there in the sun moving, those magic erase boards, 8-foot magic or whiteboards.
Yeah.
And dude, it was an all day thing. So I'm feeling it today. I'm pretty tired. So if I don't bring the energy like I usually do, give me a little bit of benefit of the doubt, just a little bit. And then tonight I got a hot date. You know what I'm saying? So we got to hurry up and get this episode repped out.
Actually, I'll give it a little shout out. Just got a daily recap. Got a haircut today by his hot date, I guess you could say.
Freaking Hair by Hay strikes again.
Well, that's right. That's right.
Best freaking barber, hairstylist, on this side of the Mississippi. Honestly, on this side of the world.
In the nation.
I mean.
Best in the nation.
I'm only with the best. Okay.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's how blue collar rolls. But, other than that, other than school, work, dinner with family, Hayden got back from South Carolina, so I spent some time with her. She's getting things ready for the wedding and everything like that. So, just been crazy. Been doing some landscaping too.
Yeah, it has been a crazy week.
But yeah, no, after not recording last week, man, I've been so ready to get back on the mic, man.
Dude,
so
me too.
Just to roll into it, not to go too quick, but just to roll into it. We're gonna go with NBA league talk. I know Stetson has a lot to say about this. It's mainly just winners this week, right?
Yeah, I mean, we're kind of breezing over everything, but mainly winners and some teams that really stood out to me.
Yep.
So
I know we had one. You had the Rockets on here. I know earlier.
Yeah,
I wanted to mention another team, but the Rockets, had a lot of low key moves.
They did.
To really enhance their roster.
They did. One piece. We'll talk about them real quick because I had them on the list, and then we kind of replaced them with someone else. We thought, we wanted to talk about a little bit more. But the Rockets adding Marcus Smart, it's a big defensive player that they need. That's something they need.
And locker room mentality. Like he brings the
exactly.
grit.
Like that's something they need. They struggled so bad with backup point guards and backup guard play.
And if he can bring the shooting like he did with the Lakers, especially down the stretch, like it wasn't like he was just out there to be the hustle guy. He was out there to score 15, 20 a game.
And sneaky guy who hadn't really played much in the past few years, Bogdan Bogdanovic.
Just to space the floor.
He
help
was
KD and Sengun. I would have loved to see him add a different big, though. I mean, I like Sengun offensively, defensively. He's, it can be a little rough.
Yeah.
Think about if Clint Capella was actually still in somewhat of his prime, how much of a help that would be.
And, Steven Adams is still there.
But it's the same as Clint Capella.
Yeah, it's the same.
His days are behind him.
I agree. It is the same. But
good locker room, though. You have Marcus Smart, you have Steven Adams, you have Clint Capella, guys that are willing to do the dirty work. Yeah. And then you have your stars like Kevin Durant, young guy like Reed Shepherd. I know he got crapped on. Jabari Smith's all right, yeah. It's a good stretch forward.
Big body. And then, Fred VanVleet coming back from his injury.
That'll be big.
He's a champion, brings that mentality in a sense. But
Amen.
Yeah, Amen Thompson. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this team. I think they have some heart. They're definitely gritty on the defensive end, and adding Marcus Smart just adds another layer to that. But the thing about them is their offense. Can it be consistent?
Well, I mean, not to spend too much time on them, but everybody knows I don't think Kevin Durant's bad. I'm kind of a KD hater in a sense. I don't think a KD-led team really has a chance of really being that contender.
Yeah.
Just because I don't believe in him as – it's hard to say I don't believe in him being a first option, but it just has to be right for him.
And he's getting up there in age as well.
And injuries and stuff have been adding up for him too. But anyways, rolling into the people you actually we've set in stone.
Yep.
Miami. I mean, I know we've already touched on the Giannis trade.
Yep.
Bringing in Bobby Portis too, Tim Hardaway Jr., and I know I'm going to let you take this because you added this. I don't want to steal a sneaky.
So this is one of our Summer League surprises for me was Trey Donaldson. He's a shooting guard / point guard out of Miami. He's looked very good in the Summer League for them. They also have another rookie, Ryan Caldwell.
Played very, very, very.
He played one game. He's played one game.
No, he's played more than that.
One game. No. Bro, I promise you, I went back and looked it up.
All right, I'll let you.
But one game, he had 19 points. He looked good. Like you said, he looked good in that one
floor,
game. Yeah.
Play shooting guard, small forward.
But this guy's played every game, and he's looked really, really good for them. So I think this is an undrafted guy as well. He's completely undrafted.
Like their, point guard, Davion Mitchell.
Yeah.
I mean, I think a bunch of people are kind of low-key forgetting about him a little bit. I've been seeing some of his workouts and such. I think he's got that dog mentality. I think Giannis is going to love him.
Yeah.
And I mean, obviously, with the teams we're going to be mentioning, just about all of them are in somewhat of the LeBron sweepstake too. Except, I don't think the Cavs are on here, but if they get LeBron, they would definitely be on here.
Oh, for sure. But I think I'm excited to see the moves Miami can make in the future. I know they still got some roster spots left, not a lot of money left, but I'm excited to see where they can add some pieces.
Mr. 95, Bobby Portis, and Giannis with a number change, 7. 3 + 4. What does it equal? 7. I rock with it.
I don't know if I like 7, but
let's see it on him.
Yeah, we'll see. And then we'll go to my team, this Philadelphia 76ers. Some key moves. I know we talked about it previously, but Jaylen Brown, huge trade for us, in my opinion. I think
it was a championship level move.
Yeah, it definitely was. And then we go to Dean Wade and Anthony Simons, 2 pieces. I mean, potential off the bench pieces. I think Dean Wade will probably start at the power forward unless we win the LeBron sweepstakes. But Anthony Simons is one of those guys who's been in the 6-man year talk in multiple years of his career. And, I mean, I think this is one piece we needed off the bench.
I love it. And, I mean, not to steal your thunder, but, I mean, you look at all the places he's been. I mean, go to Portland, Boston for a little bit. You even go with the Bulls last year.
Yeah.
I mean, he can get you 17 a game, not to 19 to 20 even. Yeah. And I think that's going to be – him at his best with this team is going to be not being in the starting lineup. It's going to be with that second unit. And I'm very curious to see how it's – I think you are really guard-heavy, which I'm not too crazy about. I know you still got Embiid. Do you have Drummond still?
No. He's Knicks, but we got a few big guys. We got Bona and Hawk Porty.
Oh, yeah. Okay. But, I mean, I think the big situation's a little – I think that's something that's going to hurt you maybe a little bit.
But we still got one roster spot left.
But it's probably, if you do get LeBron, that's taken.
I mean, if it's LeBron, I'm not going to complain. But if it's not LeBron, we could, add another big body there.
Yeah, I think that's definitely needed. And like you have right here, Phylon. The only thing I have to say about him, though, I mean, I think his handle's better than I remembered it at Alabama. Yeah. He can play the 1, he can play the 2. But man, I know it's the summer league, so you don't want to look into this too awful much. But man, very inefficient from the field.
Yeah.
I mean, I know he's the 1 out there and he's just trying to show what he's got and cranking shots, so it really doesn't matter. But man, I mean, that 3-point percentage can't be good.
I know. But I mean, it's hard to base someone in summer league though, because like when you have a guy like Phylon, he has Broom with him, but the team around him's not as good.
Yeah.
So I mean, you kind of have to be that ball heavy or ball dominant guy.
But also, I was just this crossed my mind. Yeah. You have Phylon, you have Simons coming off the bench.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, like I said, it's just so guard heavy, man.
I mean, I definitely see where you're coming from, but I mean, you think
But definitely in the East, bro.
Yeah.
East is weaker.
But
I know you got your champions, but still.
And it's one thing, you need guards in the East as well. In the East.
You do.
There's so many good players like that. I mean, you got the Knicks who were guard heavy last year with Miles McBride, Jordan Clarkson off the bench, Kolick even coming in.
Y'all, like, they were, like, their starting 5 was, like, pretty big other than Brunson. I mean, I guess he's undersized for how he plays.
Yeah.
But, like, just with you guys, man, it just, like I said, you can't complain about having good players.
Exactly.
And that's what you got right now.
Yeah.
And it's going to be up to Nick Nurse coming up with a game plan to figure out how to compensate maybe for some of the size issues, or getting something out of Bona, getting something out of Huck Porty.
Yeah, Porty.
Which I know the Knicks fans were kind of sad to see him go, and he didn't really play. So
yeah, that is true.
So no, I think the Sixers definitely, just with the Jaylen Brown. I mean, Dean Wade, I'm not crazy about, but I think he's a good glue guy that you brought in.
Yeah, he's one of those guys who doesn't need the ball. Like when you're talking about guard heavy or ball dominant players, he's one of those guys who doesn't need the ball to have an impact on the game. And I think that's one of the signings I love so much.
He'll dive on the floor. Yeah. He'll take a charge. Like he's just a good gritty guy. So I can't hate on that.
Yeah, but
moving forward, we have the Raptors. Mm-hmm. Obviously, bringing back Kawhi, which there's still some question marks there. The overhead with bringing him in. You know, if there's a suspension, if there's fines, it doesn't fall on the Clippers anymore. It falls on the Raptors, which the Raptors, I guess, were unaware of before the trade was completed.
I feel like you have to have a sense of that. I mean, because the contract thing was still looming at the time of the trade. And
I feel like they've been saying that for years, bro.
I mean, they have been, and nothing's came to a conclusion. I think if at this point in time now, if nothing's came to a conclusion with the contract, I think they're just it's gonna be one of those things that just goes over the table.
And I mean, the NBA has so many problems, like not to go to a different direction with the gambling issues and so on and so forth.
Gary Trent Jr. contract. About.
There's so many other things going on, and this has been brought, with his part-time Kawhi.
Yeah.
And, the contract situation, I feel like it's just time to let it go. I mean, there's no sense to lower the boom on this new team that just gave up for it. But I know they brought in a bunch of key pieces.
No, they're losing a bunch of key pieces. The Raptors.
Oh, yeah. You're right, Mamu.
Yes. So this was kind of one of my winners, yes, but losers in a sense. Because when you think about the trade, they're losing Brandon Ingram, who didn't play well in the playoffs.
Dude.
We saw that in the playoffs. He played 2 games, and he had injuries and didn't even look well. But losing Mamu's one of those big guys, big fours who kind of plays that forward guard position.
Dude, and
point forward.
Literally, he was like third string off the bench. I mean, I know he's kind of positionless in a sense, but for the big role, third off the bench, giving 10 a game. We'll be talking more about him later. But Brandon Ingram, I think it does hurt you to lose him because in the regular season, I feel like he was decent.
I mean, he was literally he was an all-star this year.
That is right.
He was a reserve.
Yeah.
But, I mean, he got selected after injuries.
Yeah.
He made it. But it's a big thing, and they're losing Grady Dick as well, who's the shooter from Kansas, but he didn't play at all this year. So I
just feel like they're losing a bunch of it's kind of null. It's just okay, I hate to lose them, but we're getting Kawhi. You still have R.J. Barrett, who I think is one of the more underrated players in the league.
Yeah.
And then you also have Quigley, who did not play in that series, who is a really good piece.
Yeah.
Jakob Poeltl, who people sleep on too.
I sleep on him heavy just because he's big, can't move well.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not the biggest.
But he's another big body.
Yeah, but he's a big body. He can play the 5 for you pretty good. I'm very excited to see Kawhi. I've been kind of mad at Kawhi for leaving the Raptors in the first place after that 1 year run.
Yeah.
But to see him come back and be willing to sign an extension, be willing to play, I'm really excited to see, because Kawhi, dude, he played very well last year, especially down the stretch. I know it was kind of playing for nothing.
I mean, if he can return to how he was playing in the All-Star game, do you remember that? He was going crazy.
Yeah.
If you can get a piece of Kawhi in that version of Kawhi, you're in good favor.
But keep on moving. We got this is a team we subbed the Rockets out for.
This is a sub. Yeah,
the Trailblazers, and this is a team that I really want to talk about because you bring in Ja. Dame's coming back. I mean, you're going to get something decent out of him. I know it's an Achilles and he's old, but like the way he plays though, it never really. I mean, I know he had that explosiveness in him, but as he got older, is more the shooting and playmaking kind of ability. So I think he's going to come back and be a good piece for them.
I mean, when you think,
but it's kind of like the Sixers in a sense, bro. I mean, they're just so guard heavy, man.
But in a different sense. Yeah, I would say yes, I agree with you, but in a different sense because when you look at this team. When Ja Morant and Damian Lillard, they're probably going to be the starters. Yeah. I mean, you have to be.
And I think Ja's got to play the one. Yeah. I think he has to.
And I think this fits Damian Lillard, him coming back from the ACL injury. Like, he's going to be able to sit on the three-point line, won't have to use mobility that well.
And you can still play the pick and roll with him, like a pick and pop kind of thing. Yeah.
But then when you look. Denny Advia, of course. But when you look at the backcourt here as well, Drew Holiday, starting caliber player.
Yeah.
Scoot Henderson, the way he was playing in the playoffs, starting caliber player.
He's just wishy-washy.
Yeah, agreed.
I love Scoot though.
Shandon Sharp, he probably wants to start, but he's still in that bench level production.
It's kind of like Anthony Simons. Like, dude, he can score the rock, and he can make, and like him, he can jump out the gym.
Of course.
He can make highlight plays left and right. I'm very excited about this team, like on paper.
Yeah.
But I think I don't know if you remember this, but when Portland made the trade, I feel like I called you and I was like, this just doesn't make sense to me.
No. Like, I was surprised by it as well.
And like I said with the Sixers, you're never wrong to bring in good players.
Never.
I mean,
never.
I know Ja had those issues in Memphis and everything, and I love Ja as a Grizz fan. I do. I really love Ja. I hated to see him go. I hated to see it go out like that. But, I mean, you're adding – I mean, like you said, Ja, attacking downhill, being able to dish it, a pick and pop with Denny, kick it out to Lillard. I mean, if Scoot can knock down some shots, which I know his three-point shooting is a little bit of a question mark. Drew Holiday doesn't have to be a 15-point-a-game scorer. He just got to go in there and defend, really, and just knock down some open shots. I mean, Shaedon Sharp,
real quick, though, I love every take you've said. I think this team has to trade one of these guys, though.
Oh, without a doubt. And, dude, you could get something like for Scoot.
Yeah. I don't think it's Scoot. You know the guy I think they trade?
Who?
Drew Holiday.
Dude, I saw mocks with him. They want him to play the three.
I just don't think he's 6'4", 6'3".
But I'm just saying, like, the same thing with Jaylen Brown and such. I mean, you're going to start – I feel like it doesn't hurt you that bad to be small at the small forward as long as you're big at the 4 and 5. And Denny at the 4, I feel like he's a more natural 4 than he is a 3.
But I feel like they want to start Tumani Kamara. I feel like they want to start him. They're going to want to start Advia. They're going to want to start Klingen.
And then you got they re-signed Robert Williams too.
Robert Williams. I mean, he's going to be off the bench, but I feel like one of these guys gets traded, and I think Drew Holiday's the outlier here. I hate that for the roster, though, because, I mean, we see he's such a championship DNA type of player. Like, anywhere he goes, he wins games.
I don't know.
I mean, I don't know the package that they're going to get exactly for him.
I feel like it's got to be Shaedon Sharp. I know it's not going to be a lucrative package, but a team like, say, like the Nets or the Kings or
someone,
somebody that's not like really like I'm competing now,
but going to take a chance on a guy like him.
Dude, I'm telling you, he has all-star type talent, but it's just the inefficiencies.
I could see that. I think it kind of depends on how the direction of this team looks. If they're in win now mode, it's keep Drew Holiday.
Yeah.
But if they're this team is young enough where we can lean more towards the future, I think you let Drew Holiday go.
Oh yeah, no, without a doubt. And I don't think this is a move made preseason unless a package comes, and it's like LaMelo.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm not saying Drew Holiday where you would get a LaMelo return, but like something that you don't expect. But I mean, dude, I like this team because you have Klingen and Robert Williams and Advia. Like, they still have some – like, it's a deep team, but they're also in the West.
It is, yeah.
So it kind of sucks. It's a double-edged sword. But this is a team – I think they're going to let it ride until the All-Star break around, the deadline and kind of see where they're at.
I agree. I think they're kind of going to see kind of where they're at unless they, like you said, get a package.
And
they can
also, too, I think they're going to kind of see how Ja plays. Because, I mean, what's Ja's contract? I mean –
he's still on a 2-year deal, I think. Probably like – around 40, 50 mil a year.
Oh, yeah, no, he's getting paid. I'm just saying, like, I mean, if the Ja experiment doesn't work, I mean, do they potentially move on there? I mean, I think this is a clear-cut winner. I love the roster. I think it's going to be a fun watch.
Yeah.
I think, like, I'm going to be pulling for the Trailblazers. I love Lillard. I love Scoot Henderson. I'll die on that hill until he becomes an all-star. Ja Morant, obviously. Drew Holiday, championship DNA. I love Denny. I mean, I keep repeating myself, but because I feel like I'm being so negative towards him, but I really do like it. I like the moves.
I think this is a team I'll probably watch as well.
Oh,
I mean, they got some exciting pieces, but let's move on from them.
The Spurs. I mean, I really don't even want to talk about them, honestly.
I'll just I'll tie a knot on it real quick.
Yeah.
This is a team that really doesn't need much.
Mm-hmm.
They're young. We saw they made it to the finals last year. Obviously got lost to the Knicks. But this is a team that didn't need much, but they shored up the positions and the needs that they had. And adding 2 young big men in Jaden Quainance and Travis Reed Jr. in the draft.
And Malik Brown from Duke, who's been playing decent in the
So they added
league.
some big pieces here. I don't know where this moves Luke Cornett. I think you probably keep him on the roster just as another big body.
Yeah. And, I mean, dude, Terrence Reed, I mean, he's playing okay in the Summer League.
Yeah.
But, like, he might be a guy that bounces back and forth between the G and the active roster.
I think so, too.
And so as well as Brown.
Yeah.
I mean, they do have R.J. Davis.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm going to be a little partial to him.
Right. And
for
then
now.
We talked about Tobias Harris going here as well. I know
that's a good dude. I know you're a hater, but, like, I think he fits.
He does.
It's like a better version of Harrison Barnes.
Agreed. And when you think about him as well, we talked about him going to the Pistons last year.
Yeah.
And him being on that team just completely reshaping the dynamic of that. Like, getting that experience in the building and letting all these other players learn how to, treat your body the way you
be a pro.
Be a pro. Exactly. And I feel like this is
carve
one
out,
guy.
like not to be a superstar.
Yeah.
Like in a sense. I mean, he's had good years, where he's averaged 20 plus a game.
Yeah.
But to hang around the league, be productive, do the dirty work. He's made boatloads of money in being like not a below average player, not a mid, like in
just
between
average.
That star and average.
Yeah.
Like right in between that. So I mean, I think that was a really good move for them. Whenever I saw it, I was like, wow.
Yeah.
That's a pretty big deal.
Yeah. But I agree. I like the pickup. I think it, just adds more experience to him. But we'll move on.
The Lakers. All right here. We got the Lakers. And this is a team that just totally, in my opinion, revamped.
Yeah, I mean, they totally reshaped their roster.
Dude, I mean, you get rid of LeBron, which I think LeBron low-key kind of wanted to stay, kind of wanted to leave. And the Lakers, I feel like they said they wanted him back. But I just don't feel – I feel like they were kind of like, this is Luka's team. And we're going to build around Luka and AR.
Yeah. And,
I mean, obviously, I think if LeBron would have taken a team-friendly kind of thing, I think they would have brought him back. But I think this is what they wanted to do. Going into free agency, you heard the Walker Kessler rumors. I do think they overpaid for him in his contract and also with all the picks.
Yeah.
But they did need a big. I mean, it was – and I did see something, on Twitter, of course, so take it with a grain of salt. But they – told Luka they were trying to rebuild that Mavs team that they had, and then they compared AR to Kyrie Irving, so that's whenever I quit listening.
Yeah.
But as far as the bigs go, I mean, you bring in a Kessler, I think it's a good lob threat, pick and roll. I think he'll blend very, very well with the way Luka plays.
Yeah.
Grimes will space the floor. I mean, if he can play like he did last year, I think that's a super good move. Another guy that we brought up, Mamu.
Yep.
I mean, I think that's I'm going to let you talk about Mamu because I know he can kind of space the floor a little bit, and I think he averaged like 10 and 5 last year, like I said, at a reserve role.
Yeah. I mean, like you said, he played at a super reserve role, and for a weird positionless team in the Raptors, I mean, they had guys who could play any position pretty much the whole season. But, I mean, he's really one of those point forwards, and another European guy who's developed the three-point shot, which is going to improve his career tremendously. Yeah. But, I mean, really, you look at he's a floor spacer for Luka, a guy who gets out and runs with Luka. Yeah. And he can kind of take over, not Luka's role of being a ball handler, but can be a big who can, handle the ball.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he's a great passer as well. So,
dude, them European guys, that's in their blood. But, you have on here a couple key losses like Ayton, Rui, Marcus Smart. I feel like they, replaced them pretty well. I mean, you lose Smart and you replace it with a guy like Collin Sexton.
Yep.
And Collin Sexton is honestly almost like a carbon copy of Marcus Smart.
Just a little bit younger.
Yeah. And DeAndre Ayton, I mean, you get better with Walker Kessler, obviously. And they lost Jackson Hayes, too, which I thought down the stretch, I wanted to see them bring him back on a cheap deal. Yeah. But you bring in Mamu. So, I mean, I get it. And then Rui, you lose Rui. And I think that's probably going to be their biggest other than LeBron. Yeah. I mean, obviously. Yeah, but Rui, the way he played down the stretch, bro.
Especially in the playoffs.
Shooting 50-something from three. I mean, that's unheard of. Yeah. So, I mean, I feel like the Rui loss, I mean, he went to the Clippers, and I don't feel like the bag was that good. Yeah. I feel like the Lakers could have brought him back. I hated to see – and I feel like Luka and Rui had a really good relationship, too.
I feel like they kind of spent all their money, though, in the free – I mean, but they got good players like Quentin Grimes a good spot.
They also lost Luke Kennard though.
Yeah, Luke Kennard. They did.
Dude, 2 years, $17 million, bro.
Yeah.
Like, come on. I think I'd rather brought Kennard back than had Grimes.
But I think one thing the Lakers were thinking is Luke Kennard's not the defensive guy. They won't pair that with Luka.
Yeah.
And I think they're trying to. Quentin Grimes is a guy who can play defense and he's spotty on the 3-pointers.
He has a better build too than Luke Kennard.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, I think you hit the nail on the head with most of these. I mean, I do feel bad. We just went on talking about the Raptors and didn't mention how Kawhi and Scotty Barnes are going to pair together.
Yeah.
I mean, that was pretty bad on us. So TikTok, YouTube, take it easy on us. But no, I think these are, other than the draft things, which we already touched on. I mean, if you want to go ahead and take, I know we're rolling into the summer league and we have winners, Caleb Wilson. If you want to go ahead and look at the camera and apologize,
I'm never going to apologize for that. I'll stand on that hill. I'll die on that hill if need be.
what are you going to do when he's an All-Star this year?
Oh, man, if he's an All-Star this year, dude, I'm going to have to do something crazy.
Dude, you're going to have to probably quit the podcast.
I mean, I probably will.
Skip AG strikes again.
I probably will. I mean, he's looked good. Don't get me wrong. He's looked very good.
Bro, the three. I mean, I didn't even. I'm a Caleb Wilson stan. I didn't I even think I said it on the podcast. Brother's been working with lethal shooters. Got to work a little bit.
Yeah. That's one of the biggest surprises, in my opinion. Like, just the way he's been walking up into the three. Like, it literally.
And dude, like, low-key, like.
Shooting them in people's eyes.
Like, literally, I was watching a game that he's playing in the other night, and some takeaways I had on him. Obviously, shocked by the three ball.
Yeah.
But. I mean, he's bringing the ball up the floor, like kind of handling it. I do think he could get a little stronger there. I think he's going to have some struggles with maybe some turnovers early on.
Yeah.
Which I'm not looking too hard into the summer league, whether it's good or bad.
Yeah.
But I think there is going to be some growing pains with him. I think he's still got to develop a little bit. But dude, just the athleticism, the shooting has shocked me. I mean, literally. I mean, it's not like he's just hitting open threes. Like, he's off the dribble, hand in the face. Like, he's knocking down shots. I think I told you the other night. I mean, obviously, I'm a Tar Heels fan, so I'm going to be partial to him in a sense. So I guess take what I say with a grain of salt. But Caleb Wilson jersey might be coming up next.
Okay.
And I'm not even that big of a Bulls guy, but I'm that high on Caleb Wilson.
Yeah. I like that. I'm just gonna throw some names out here. We're not gonna get into the nitty-gritty of these guys, but these are winners and guys that I've liked coming out of the summer league. We got Malik Thomas from the Cavs, who's played very good.
Second-round pick, too.
An elite scorer. He looks very good out there. And Brandon Berry's from the Bucks, who's looked good on both ends. Koa Pete from the Suns.
Dude, the jump shot.
Yeah.
Way better than it looked at Arizona.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's made strides. And if he can play like this for the Suns, normal team during the regular season.
Dude, I mean, I said we're not going to go too far into these, but Koa Pete, if obviously you kind of got to put a summer league tax on it to bring it down a little bit.
Exactly.
But Malawach, Koa Pete, I mean, they got Kobe Brea.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's a good team. He reminds me so much of like a young Aaron Gordon.
Yeah, dude.
You know what I mean?
Good comp.
Yeah.
Good comp.
He reminds me so much of that.
Not as much of a high flyer, though.
Yeah.
Like a little bit more towards the ground. Like
but
maybe
later
in the career, Aaron Gordon. Like could be a good glue guy. No, I've been, dude. I mean, obviously you have your top prospects too that have done well. Like, every of the top four, other than number 5 we'll talk about later. Yeah. But has looked really, I mean, DeMonsta, Peterson, Boozer, they've all looked really, really good.
Agreed. And then we'll throw out 2 last names here. Later first-round picks and even an early second round. Allen Graves, a guy you were big on for the Raptors. He's looked pretty good. And then as well, Bruce Thornton, a guy I loved. Another guy for the Rockets. We talked about the Rockets earlier. Another guard who can just score the ball for them. That's something they need.
And I mean, he takes care of the ball pretty good. It's when you have a guy that can score the ball but also value it too. Yeah. I mean, I think that goes a long ways. I mean, obviously we're not going to see him having 30 off the bench. No. I mean, maybe every now and then, maybe. I don't know. But, I think he'll just be a good, instant offense. Put him out there, let him get a feel for the game. I think he'll be really good. But, no, I mean, Summer League, it's hard for me to watch because of, these guys don't really have chemistry. So you're really just looking at, who can score, who can do this, who can do that. Yeah. But I want to bring up a point, though, with the Summer League. So, a guy like Caleb Wilson, a guy like Koa Pete, guys that you don't really Koa Pete, we're talking about with his jump shot. We didn't see that. It was a struggle at Arizona. Yeah. Caleb Wilson shooting the 3. I mean, he made 6 or 7 at North Carolina in his entirety, and he made 6 in his first summer, something like that, 6 or 7 in his first summer league game. It kind of makes you think okay, in college these guys they're more so fitting a role. On these contending teams, it's not really going out there and just spraying like they are right now. Right. So, I mean, dude, it's really it kind of unlocks the mind and like how you look at these guys.
It kind of gives these guys an opportunity to be the guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And play winning list basketball.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, obviously you want to win, but these games don't matter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You can't foul out.
Yeah.
You're not really looking at turnovers.
So it just gives you it gives you an opportunity to just go out there and play.
Yeah. And
you know what I mean?
One more winner,
Yeah.
RJ Davis, Spurs.
All
I got to
right.
shout out my Tar Heel guy, but we'll move on to losers.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, I feel like this is pretty obvious.
There's two key guys I had on this, Keaton Wagler and Michael Brown Jr.
Dude, Michael.
Injury. It's been an injury thing.
Yeah.
Like, he hadn't played much because he had the back spasms and
Dude,
stuff like that.
It dates back to, look at him at Louisville. I mean, he missed time with a hamstring
Yeah.
and so many other things. I mean, I don't think he's necessarily like a loser, like as in like
Production.
I'm concerned about him.
Yes.
Like Wagler.
Yeah.
Because Wagler, I saw a clip off opening tip. I mean, he's just getting pressed. And, dude, it's just
Loses
like
the ball.
Dude, literally, it's sad. That's a guy I was kind of high on.
Yeah.
Not in the sense like a top 4, top 5. Like I liked him at Illinois because he looked very unique, his build. But, dude, he's got to get so much stronger with the ball. He's got to be more efficient.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm a Clippers fan, I'm not worried because if you look at, like, Wembanyama's first summer league game, like, there's a lot of hiccups.
Of course.
Like, we're not trying to put too much stock into it, but Wagler definitely a loser.
Yeah.
And another guy I feel like that's the whole Twitter world or X world notices is Dalen Swain.
Yes.
And that hurts me to say that because, like, he talks to the media. He says the right things. Like, if they ask him about Caleb Wilson or if they ask him about his stroke, like, he's just saying, like, he's just very media, like, and it's just like, dude, this dude wants it, but it's just not happening for him.
He was one guy I was high on in the draft as well. Like, he's got that 6'7" frame, he scored the ball well at Texas. I don't know what's going wrong. Maybe, he's still adjusting. I mean, like you said, a lot of these guys, high draft picks or even low draft picks come in the summer league and just drop a goose egg.
Yeah.
But they come out and they turn out to have, well-rounded careers.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe that'll be the case. But two Michigan guys I wanted to shout out who I've had as my losers, Morez Johnson Jr. and Ade Mara. They haven't looked the part.
Well, Morez against when they played Yaxel, Lindenborg, like that first summer league game he played, I was like, oh, crap, I might have to eat some crow. And then he kind of came back to earth.
He's kind of slid off a little bit. But then Mara, I mean, he hasn't looked good on offense. I mean, they didn't draft him for the offensive reasons, obviously, but the defense hasn't, surprised me. Like, he's played well, but it hasn't wowed me. You know what I mean?
I think it's just his build in a sense, too. I think he has to put on a little bit of weight.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I think he's going to have to get used to the physicality of the game.
Yeah. It's totally different. It's a totally different game. And I mean,
you have on here a guy I agree with, but I don't agree with, is Isaiah Evans. I've been seeing the memes. It's like this dude has scored 4 points since he didn't have his hand up or whatever.
Yeah.
And then last night he had like 22 or 25.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's another guy. I mean, he's on the Timberwolves. I mean, if he can, I don't know if he'll even play because they're so guard heavy.
I think he'll get some minutes here and there just with that ability to stretch the floor with guys like LaMelo and Ant Edwards, who entice the defense so much where you can just throw it to a guy wide open and space the floor. I think he'll get some minutes here and there.
But yeah, no, that's kind of a brief of our summer league kind of
NBA talk.
like winner and losers and our NBA talk. And it might be wrapping it up a little bit on the NBA a little bit.
It's getting close.
It's getting close.
For sure.
But I got a little fun segment.
All right.
Just a little transition. We're tired. You're probably tired of hearing us talk about all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Little hello TikTok segment.
Yeah, like a brain break.
Yeah.
But a fun segment we have. It's a blind rank.
All right.
It's for Stetson. I just cooked this list up 5 minutes before we started the pod because we had something else in mind, but Grayson had to help his daddy.
No show. I mean, I hear it thundering outside, and he's apparently rolling hay.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
I know. But blind rank, it's movies, and it's no specific like genre of movie or whatever you call. It's not like. I mean, I'll give you a hint. I have like a mix of comedy and a little bit of action on here.
All right.
So to start things off, we have Central Intelligence.
Okay.
So it's 1 through 5.
All right. 1 through 5 blind rank. Central Intelligence. Kevin Hart, The Rock, great actors.
I feel like it's like a movie. Like when you think of your like middle school time, you think of that movie.
I know. And honestly, I've watched the movie multiple times, and like, what's the plot of this movie?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But it's one of those things for me. I don't want to like steal your thunder, but like I can turn it on and be like, oh yeah, I'll give it a watch.
I'm gonna put it at 5.
Okay, that's fair. I got some heaters
like,
coming.
I like the movie. I enjoy the movie, but it's not
a classic.
Anything special for me.
Okay. The next, I have The Dark Knight.
Oh man, I love that. we were just talking about it. Obviously Heath Ledger, but Nolan Smith produced the movie. He's got a movie coming out tonight.
Smith.
I mean, oh my
dude,
gosh.
I'm
thinking of Eagles. Christopher Nolan. Got a movie coming out, The Odyssey.
Yeah.
You heard about it?
No, I'm not a movie guy.
All right.
I mean,
back to it though. Dark Knight. I love the movie. I watched it 100 times. I'm gonna put that at probably 2. Okay. I love Dark Knight.
Now, I've watched it for the first time, dude. It's legit.
It's legit.
Okay, next we have Step Brothers.
Oh, gosh. Hilarious movie. I love that movie. Gosh.
Don't touch my drum set.
I'm going to rub my balls on your drum set. Gosh, I love that movie. I'm going to put it at 3 just because I want to leave that one space open. Yeah. But I love that movie.
Okay, 4 we have John Wick.
I do love John Wick, and I'm going to put it at 4. But I love John Wick. I'm not joking. I love John Wick, and, how many are there? It's like 3, 4?
I think there's 4.
Yeah, dude, I love John Wick.
All right, your last one, your number 1.
My number 1.
The Hangover.
Couldn't have gone better for me. I love The Hangover is one of my all-time favorite comedy movies. Like, that's one of those movies I can put on, dude.
It's good. So you have The Hangover, then you have Dark Knight, Step Brothers, John Wick, Central Intelligence.
I love that.
I think you cooked.
I crushed.
I think you cooked.
I love that. If there's one thing I'd switch around, it'd probably be Step Brothers and Dark Knight.
Really?
Yeah.
See, Step Brothers for me is like something. I love the movie. I'm not gonna say I have a Step Brothers shirt. Me and Grayson got one time, and I mean I love the movie. It's so quotable.
I mean, boats and hoes.
Yeah. I mean, it's so quotable.
Yeah.
But I just feel like I've watched it so many times. It's kind of like a Happy Gilmore for me. Like I'll watch it, but it's just like.
But I'm also like just to get
like I thought 3 was like perfect.
Yeah, and I'm also more of like I love a good laughable movie. You know what I mean? Dark Knight's kind of serious.
Hey, and Will Ferrell, he just dropped a movie. I think it's on Netflix today, like The Hawk or something. Where he's gotten old, it's just not even as funny.
It's not even the same. Shout out The Odyssey though.
Shout out The Odyssey. All right, now this is where I've been really excited. I don't know if I'm doing it more for me or for the viewers, bro. Yeah. Like I love college football. I love football in general, but our Blue Collar Sports preseason top 25, we're wrapping it up. We're going from 5 to 1, and with that being said, you ready to get going? I'm
ready.
All right, number 5, we have Notre Dame, and this is a team that, dude, I mean, I feel like it's a lock for a playoff. I will say this too, just to preface, each of these 5 teams have it like title aspirations. Like I could see any of these guys winning the NCAA championship.
Agreed.
So. First and foremost, we're going to talk about C.J. Carr, Heisman candidate rolling into the season. Last year, 2,700 passing yards, 24 touchdowns, only 6 interceptions. Yeah. And this is with Notre Dame being a run-first team last year. So I think, that you kind of got to take that into account. Like, hey, you don't have Jeremiah Love. You don't have Jadarian Price. But, hey, we're going to sling it this year. We're here to play ball.
And those are big losses, by the way. Jeremiah Love, the production he had at Notre Dame last year was insane.
Dude, no doubt. I mean, Jadarian Price too. I mean, his numbers didn't pop off the paper.
Yeah.
Like Jeremiah Love, but he was RB2 and was taken first round.
I mean, and when you watch him too, like he can play. Like he's a straight up baller. And when you talk about C.J. Carr, like you said, Heisman aspirations going into the year, I think he's a guy who can, he's the guy of this team now. Well, when you looked at it previously, you had the running backs who could carry you through it. But when you look at this team, the first person that comes off the paper is C.J. Carr.
And, and also, you're like thinking C.J. Carr, well, who is he going to throw it to? They have a guy named Jordan Faison. Yeah. Or Faison. I'm not for sure how you pronounce the last name. But last year, he had 49 receptions, 640 yards, and 4 touchdowns. And I think you could see an uptick of production from him. Yeah. And also, I've read they have some recruits coming in. I don't want to put too much stock into a freshman. Right. But they have some guys that really strengthen that room. And another key thing that I've read is they're number 1 in returning production at 72%.
Oh, wow.
So, granted, you have to replace Price and Love. But, dude, Notre Dame, I mean, if you had to replace something, running back's one you'd want to replace. Yeah. I mean, I'm a big running back guy, and I do think they matter, especially in college, more than the NFL.
Yeah, I think so.
But with Notre Dame's track record at keeping studs at running back, I feel like they're probably gonna. I mean, it's not gonna be like a easy replacement. I mean, when you replace the 3rd overall pick, Jeremiah Love, it's not easy. No. But you're gonna have somebody that I feel like is gonna be a key contributor on the ground. And dude, they're returning so much on that defense. Yeah. I mean, their D line was freaking really good last year.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the secondary was solid. I think, and dude, I love Marcus Freeman. I'm not a big Notre Dame fan. Like, and I feel like I'm glazing right now. But I'm not a Notre Dame fan.
Yeah.
You know, I really don't want to see him win it. But if it would make me happy to see Marcus Freeman lift the trophy.
Like you said, I'm not a big Notre Dame guy either, but I love Marcus Freeman. I thought he should have took the leap in the opportunity he had in the NFL
with the Giants.
Yeah, but I think he had some unfinished business here at Notre Dame.
I do too, and I mean they took a shot on him, no coaching experience, or head coaching experience, and raised him up to replace Brian Kelly.
Yeah,
who's really good at Notre Dame.
Yep.
So I'm very excited about Notre Dame this year. I think they have a really good roster. And I mean, there's a clause in the playoffs that if they are ranked top 12, like there's no debate, they're automatically in, where they're not associated with any sort of conference. So, I mean, I think they're a playoff lock and a championship contender.
That would be my one knock on this team, not being in a conference.
I just think, why are you in the ACC in baseball and basketball, but why will you not put it in football?
Yeah.
That just doesn't make sense to me. But moving forward, we have number 4, Georgia. And this is a team that I feel like every year, like you're like, oh yeah, they can win it, but people like kind of like they take. It's kind of like Alabama a couple years back. They take how good they are for granted.
Yep. It's like when you, like you just said, like it's it's a sleeper team just because of the name itself. Like you think of Georgia. I mean, you think of football and you think of national championships. Of here recently,
it's just the expectation that you have. It's so high. So it's like whenever they're, if they lose one game, it's like, oh, Georgia's not the same. No, like literally, like they're just that good. And I'm a Tennessee fan, so it hurts me to even talk good about another SEC school that beats up on us all the time. But Gunnar Stockton, I love Gunnar Stockton. I love the way he plays. He's like he leaves his heart on the field. I mean, 2,900 passing yards last year, 24 touchdowns, only 5 picks. Yeah. Then on the ground, adding 462 yards and 10 touchdowns.
Let me throw this in here. I love Gunnar Stockton. I think he's a good prospect. But there's one knock on his game that I don't love.
What?
And you got to look the part to be the part.
Dude, just shut up. Dude, just shut up.
Actually, though.
You're so vain.
Actually, though. But, dude, like, I'm being dead serious, too, when I think about this. Like, when you think...
Carson Beck.
Yeah, but, I mean, dude.
He went to the championship.
He did, but he lost.
You can't win them all, man.
I mean...
They're playing Indiana, who hadn't lost all year.
And this is not be my NBA mind, because I think everyone knows I'm more NBA-oriented. Yeah. You know what I mean, dude? But, like, dude, you got to look the part to be the part, and he just doesn't look the part for me.
I'm telling you, he's a guy that doesn't care how he feels on Sunday when he wakes up.
You're right.
Like I love the way he plays. I love how hard he plays. And I mean, I do think, I don't want to be like, oh, the only way Georgia can win is by Gunnar Stockton. I mean, he's a number one priority. He has to go out there and produce for them to be like a title contender, which I think they are. But dude, you return Nate Frazier, running back, 900, almost a rack last year, 950 yards, 6 touchdowns. I mean, he's going to have another year experience under him. I mean, Kirby's going to have this team. They're going to run the ball.
Kirby's such a good coach.
They're going to run the ball. They're going to have a good defense. Everybody knows about the Georgia defense, especially Eagles fans.
Yes.
I mean, how many guys y'all have from Georgia? So, I mean, I have one here I'm not even worried about. I don't even want to talk about the defense. I mean, this could be the year that it looks a little, fraudulent. But, man, if I was a betting man, I would bet on that defense being, top 3 in the SEC just because of their track record. And then also, London Humphrey is a guy that they had last year.
Receiver. From
Vanderbilt. Yeah. And I think this will be his 2nd or 3rd year with the program. And, I mean, he's a speed threat, man. Yeah. He can freaking take the top off of defense.
Yeah.
So I think it's a good opportunity for him to step up. They brought in some portal guys with, the receiver room. Yeah. But I think that's a guy that I have that, you need to take note on, and I think he can surprise some people. And then Lawson Lucky returns. I mean, you lose Oscar Delp, so Lawson Lucky's going to have even more of a role in this offense. And you know how Georgia loves to use them tight ends. Yeah. I mean, like I said, dude, this team is going to run the ball. It's going to take care of the ball. It's going to be tight end heavy. I mean, you think back Brock Bowers, Oscar Delp, Lawson Lucky. I mean, so on and so forth. I mean, they just really – they value their tight end. So that's why I'm not too hung up on this receiver room. Yeah. I mean, you lose Zachariah Branch, leading receiver last year.
Right.
And receptions. I mean, he was really good for them.
Big-time player for them.
Big-time player for them. But, they're so tight end heavy. I mean, you need to have a receiver, and I'm hoping London Humphreys for them can step up.
Yeah.
But, their tight end room in their run game, and also Gunnar Stockton adding stuff to the ground.
I mean, this is a team who utilizes every position on their team.
And, I mean, their O-line's always gritty. I mean, they always have first-round picks pumping out. I mean, defense, offensive line, I mean, they're just – Georgia's ran like an NFL team.
They really are. Yeah.
So
they're like the new age, old age Alabama.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
Really, I mean, and everybody's talking about like a team we're going to talk about, Texas.
Yeah,
they're talking about LSU. They're talking about they're looking at just because Georgia doesn't have that
flash.
That like you say, look good, feel good, play good.
Yeah,
I mean, to some, they'd be like, oh, they don't have that star, even though Gunnar Stockton is a Heisman candidate type player.
He doesn't look the part, though.
But he's not flashy.
Yeah.
He goes out there and he'll win ugly. Like, Georgia will win ugly games. You know, they'll be gritty. And I think that's why people kind of like just, kind of forget them, because you look at Jeremiah Smith, you look at Arch Manning, you look
Ryan Coleman Williams.
No. You look at, LSU, bringing in Lane Kiffin. You look at all these headlines.
Yes.
And Georgia doesn't have that other than speeding tickets.
Yeah.
I mean, that's that. I mean, I think they're a very strong contender to win a title. Yeah. I mean, SEC is going to be tough, so, I mean, anything can happen in the SEC as well as the Big Ten. But
it's so valid for them.
Yeah.
Like this is a team that could be high as one.
I mean, honestly. I mean, really. That's how consistent. I think they may sniff one this year.
Yeah.
But moving forward, we got number 3. We have Oregon. And this is a team, like, 1 through 3 is so interchangeable. I feel like it's really, really close. Obviously, you have Dan Lanning as your head coach. Absolute psychopath. Great coach. But I think he's got a little bit of the James Franklin curse. You know what I'm saying? He can't win the big games.
Okay.
He can produce, he can get there, but he can't win the big games.
Okay.
This is a year he has to get it done. And that's why I think I'm putting in a lot of stock to Oregon, because I wasn't like Oregon's number 1, Like, I was really flexible with my 1 through 3, and it's preseason. Like, you don't even know.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think this is going to have to be a huge year for Dan Lanning. I mean, you return Dante Moore, who was going to be could go as high as number 1 in the draft.
I think he was 1 or 2.
He was 1 or 2, like literally. He comes back.
Yeah,
you're getting an NFL who should be in the NFL right now.
Yeah,
a guy back. I mean, 30 touchdowns, 10 picks last year, almost 3,600 yards. I will say my only knock with Dante Moore, if you look in the bigger games, kind of got a little turnover prone.
Okay.
So I really think I think he's going to go – he can't try to go be Superman.
Yeah.
I mean, they need him to be Superman, like just to take him to the next level and win the big games. Like, obviously, your quarterback's got to be ready for the big moment.
Yeah.
But don't try to, to build Rome in a day. Like, don't try to force a deep ball or force a throw, do it methodically.
Right. Let's stay on this position real quick. Quarterback, Dylan Raiola, the backup, they got him in. Do you think when he came to Oregon, do you think he expected Dante Moore to stay or leave, or like why? I'm just trying to think, like when he was at Nebraska, he was the starting guy, the guy at Nebraska.
Also, you got to remember, he's coming off an ACL, so who knows if he's even going to be ready.
It's true.
By week 1.
That's
so maybe he's like, Dante comes back, Dante leaves, because, dude, it was a bunch of speculation. And I'm sure he's like, if he leaves, I can rush back and be ready and start at Oregon, which is a better situation than Nebraska.
Of course.
But also, he's like, well, if Dante comes back, I really need to get healthy. You know what I'm saying? I need to focus on my health.
Yeah.
I can learn the offense, and coming back for the next year, I'll be ready to go. 1 year, and I'm in the NFL.
He's one of the prospects I liked. I mean, because we played him multiple – or Colorado. I'm not going to say we. Colorado played him multiple times, and we even played him last year, and he looked pretty good.
I mean, he's okay. I mean, I like him, but, I'm not really like just – I don't think he's like a top 15 quarterback.
Yeah.
But, also sticking with Oregon, running back room. You have Jordan Davison, 667 rushing yards, 15 touchdowns. Demir Hill, 656 rushing yards and 5 touchdowns. So I really think this team could be like super, super good. Good in the running back department.
I agree.
Okay.
Because I think his call might have messed that up.
Yeah. Dang, I mean, we got some technical difficulties. Dang, bro. Are we going to cut this? All right, so can I continue?
You can. Grayson, if you're listening, don't call mid-pod,
Yeah.
Be here. Be here. Don't be involved. Or don't. Be here or be square. No. I don't know. Whatever.
But, obviously you have Dante Moore. You have a really strong running back room with Davidson and Hill. They were a good tandem. None of them really was a lead type guy because they had a guy already there.
Yeah.
So, I mean, seeing one of them step up and also both be like a 1-2 punch, I think will be really good. You return Jeremiah McClellan, who almost had 600 yards receiving, 3 touchdowns. And this is a guy I'm calling my shot on.
All right.
DeCarrion Moore, big year loading. Okay, I think he's a I don't know if he'll be draft eligible this year. He'll either be a true sophomore or redshirt sophomore.
You know that image of Steph Curry shooting from the moon to Earth? That's you right now.
No, I'm telling you, dude. 5-star guy, like huge prospect. I think it's going to be a big year for him. I think it's going to be. I mean, they're going to have it. I think that if he's able to develop and be that true one for them to pair with Jeremiah McClellan, dude, I think that just. I mean, I'm telling you, that makes me think national championship because, dude, Dan Lanning was a D coordinator at Georgia whenever they were starting to, win and do all that. So, I mean, their defense is going to – I think it's going to be solid. They do have to replace some pieces like Dylan Thiemann.
Yes.
But
they got the guy.
Coy from Minnesota.
Yes.
And
they
dude,
got the guy.
I like him.
Me too.
I like him. So, maybe – I feel like they're getting – I mean, Thiemann was a first round pick. So, I'm not even going to say they got better
Vikings,
at that position.
Right?
No. I don't think it was the Vikings. We all thought he should have went to the Vikings.
Okay. I can't think off the top of my head. Bears.
Yeah. But, no, I mean, they bring in Coy Perch or
yes,
or something.
He played both sides of the ball, didn't he? He's obviously not going to do that at Oregon, but at Minnesota he did.
Yeah. Though. No, I'm telling you, big-time athlete. Can return kicks and punts.
Yeah.
I think that's really good. And another guy, Jamari Johnson, tight end. 510 yards, 3 touchdowns last year. Dude, I'm telling you. And that was behind Sadiq.
Yeah.
That was behind Sadiq. Yeah. I think this is going to be a huge red zone threat. And like I said, if Dakarian Moore can just develop into a true one, you have McClellan, you have your big target in Johnson, you have a 1-2 punch. Like I said, you need to see one of those running backs. I mean, one of them had 15 touchdowns. Yeah. I mean, so I'm not even going to hate. But you got to see one of them kind of like, really put their foot down and take the spot. And, dude, I'm telling you, that offense, I'm really, really excited about that offense. Yeah. I don't know much about the offensive line, so I'm going to admit I'm a casual in that defense. And, I mean, even their defense, we talk about Coy. I mean, you lose Thiemann, you bring in Coy. I mean, dude, and Dan Lanning, bro, he's going to have – I mean, he's a psychopath.
He's going to have that defense going.
He's a psychopath, and he takes pride in the defense. Yeah. But they did lose their offensive coordinator, Will Stein, to Kentucky.
Okay.
So, Dante Moore – I mean, I can't recall who they elevated or brought in to be their offensive coordinator. There's probably going to be some different things with the offense so that he's going to relearn, and as well as McClellan, Moore, and Johnson. So that could be an issue early on. But I think once things get clicking, and like I said, I keep saying Dakarian Moore, but like if he can really, grasp the offense and be able to produce, it really enhances Oregon's odds to win it all.
We'll see.
But all right, down to 2. All right, number 2, we have Ohio State. Okay, and obviously, Jeremiah Smith plays for Ohio State. Obviously, first 99 on the college football game.
Crazy.
I mean, he deserves
rightful, it. Though. Crazy. Yeah. He's the first 99, but it's rightful.
Oh yeah, I mean, there would be no one else I'd give it to.
Yeah.
I mean, 87 receptions last year, 1,250 yards, 12 touchdowns, and I mean, those stats you may not say those pop off the page, but I mean, any ball knower, college football knows like he's that guy.
Yeah, I mean, you see the impact, like even without the stats. You take Jeremiah Smith, and without the stats, you see the way he plays on the field.
Oh, dude, I'm telling you, literally, he could be a receiver that goes number 1 overall. Yeah. I mean, if quarterback wasn't if a team that didn't need a quarterback won, I mean, he'd go number 1.
Yeah.
That's how good he is.
I agree.
But I mean, talking about quarterbacks, Julian Sayin, 32 touchdowns, 8 picks last year, 3,600 yards, dude. I'm telling you, that guy is a great thrower of the football. So precise. He puts it right where it needs to be. I mean, granted, he's playing for Ohio State. You're throwing it to Jeremiah Smith. And, I mean,
some crazy
Carnell
guys.
Tate last year.
Yes.
So, I mean, you had that room. It was rocking. But also, there's 2 guys I want to talk about. They're younger.
Yep.
And, I mean, and I feel like Ohio State every year has a young guy that produces. I mean, wide receiver but you lose Hartline.
Yes.
So, maybe we see them –
USF?
Yeah, USF.
He took a few guys with him as well.
Yeah, but not
big guys.
Not the main guys.
Yeah.
So you may see some of that, where you could just plug and play guys because Hartline developed them so well. You may see a little bit of a drawback there, but I feel like these 2 guys, Brandon Ennis and Chris Henry Jr., I mean, they were 5 stars.
Especially Chris Henry Jr.
Especially Chris Henry. But I think Ennis, they'll want him to be that too, like a Carnell Tate type role.
And he has a build for that as well, I think.
Yeah. And I mean, Chris Henry does too, but I mean, he's going to be a true freshman.
Yes.
And I mean,
but I think he has
Ohio State, man, true freshman. Marvin Harrison. I mean, they have one every single year.
Matter.
So I'm really excited about that receiver room and seeing how it does. And I mean, I feel like Julian Sayin will make Brandon Ennis and Chris Henry
Year
Jr.
2 of Julian Sayin, he's going to look a whole lot more comfortable.
Oh yeah.
But like you said, about new OC though,
when Texas Ohio State play in week 2, I think it's going to look completely different than it did last year. Last year was kind of ugly.
Agreed.
There's 2 young quarterbacks trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
I think this year and it was more of a defensive slugfest. I think this year, I mean, it's just going to be a good. It's going to be a good watch. Like, it's going to be a classic type game. Yeah. But then also, just staying on the offensive side, you return Bo Jackson, not the one we're all thinking of, but Bo Jackson, almost 1,100 rushing yards and 6 touchdowns last year. And I mean, dude, I'm telling you, this dude's elite. Yeah. He is so elite. So I'm their backfield with their quarterback and running back, then that receiver room, dude, I'm telling you. Team. And I know, like I said, you're losing. This will be the, I think, second year in a row that they've lost an offensive coordinator. Chip Kelly, yes, the championship year. Now Hartline. So now they're having to put in, I think it's another NFL guy they brought back.
Yeah. But I think Hartline was with the program, though.
Yeah, he was a wide receiver coach. Yeah. But still, I mean, it was his first time being a play caller.
Agreed, yeah.
But you lose offense coordinators back-to-back years. I mean, when does your luck run out? But I mean, obviously, they're so talented. I feel like I could go call plays for them and be good.
That's just what happens when you have a really good offense, like the Eagles. We always lose our offensive coordinator to get in a, head coaching position. That's just typical when you have a really good team.
I mean, obviously, when you're a team like Ohio State and you have a coaching opening, you're going there. Yep. But you're also, defensively, you're losing Caleb Downs, Sonny Styles, Arvell Reese, Lorenzo Styles, Cade McDonald. And I'm sure I probably am leaving out one or two. I mean, I'm telling you, they're losing so many. But like we said, man, Ohio State just replaces. But when you look guess who you're returning? At Patricia.
Yeah. But when you, like you said, you named all those players, the production and the grittiness of that defense just goes completely like it's going to be a whole new defense. It's a whole new defense. It's a whole new defense because all the production was those guys you named. Like when you think about sacks, interceptions, like those guys are the guys. Yeah. Pressures, those are the guys. Like, so you're gonna have a whole new line of production coming in on the defense. Yeah. But like you said, Matt Patricia,
year 2,
a guy who can do it.
Yeah,
he's a DC who can do it.
Yeah, no, I mean, you look at his dadgum resume. You look with New England. He was a head coach, and not a very good one, but he was a head coach.
Panthers?
No, Lions.
Was he with the Panthers for a little bit though, or no?
No, I don't think so. But I mean, you return a really good defense coordinator. Yes, you have a lot. I think defense is going to be a little sketch starting off unless they know something I don't. I mean, I know they're going to have good players. Yeah. But, I mean, you lose that much production, you're really going to have some issues. Yeah. But, no, I'm very, very, very high on Ohio State. This was my one. This was my one, personally.
But I had to hit a veto.
No, you and Grayson both.
Yes. And JP, I think. JP was with this team, too.
Yeah.
So, go ahead. Give us the BCS top 25 number 1 team in college football.
Hey, first ever. Our first ever number 1. Texas, bro. Number 1, we have Texas. And I think this is a team that when you really look at it, like last year, kind of underwhelmed. Mm-hmm. And it's not even like they were bad.
Right. But the expectations were out of this world.
Yeah.
Not even for the team, but for Arch Manning as well.
Yeah, like it was literally like Heisman winner. Like, I mean, they just thought it was going to all click and, but I mean,
in one season.
Yeah, but no, I mean, towards the end though, he did look better. But Arch Manning, obviously he's returning 26 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, 3,200 passing yards. Then he added 400 rush yards and 10 touchdowns on the ground.
Ridiculous.
Like when you look at those stats, it's like, okay, he was good last year, but
But when you watch
early on in the season, especially, dude, there were some questions like. I was seeing memes. It was like the freaking Twin Towers. It's like if Arch Manning was driving the plane, it's like the Twin Towers are still standing. Like, dude, he was getting mad hate. I respect him. I respect him. Like, dude, also having the pressure of being a Manning and then not succeeding early on with a really good team. I mean, Ryan Wingo, who I'm going to be talking about, 54 receptions last year, 834 yards, 7 touchdowns. He was your 1 last year. Yeah. Very, very good. Everybody was high on. So, I mean, dude, I'm telling you. I mean, Arch Manning, I really think this is his year.
I do too.
Like, since we put him at 1, I mean, I feel like we have to say that.
Yeah.
But I'm very, very excited about this team.
I really do with the new offensive moves they added in. I think he will be the Heisman.
You do?
This year. I really do. Like, I think everything's aligning with him.
Sark's a really good play caller.
Amazing. He's got the feel of how college plays now. Like you were saying, a meme you went back to and saw how he played early on. A lot of people were, posting videos about the teams or players he was playing against in high school, and they were like middle school looking players. Like,
dude.
They were going crazy.
And
on him.
I think they also forget, like, he's playing in the SEC. Like, yes. I mean, I know he was at a really good team and everything. Yeah. But dude, man, the SEC is just different. It's going to take a second. Yeah. I mean, it's hard to go in there and just produce as like a true like, sophomore.
I know. And I think a lot of people, presumed that he would, play better than he did just because he sat a year.
Yeah.
But, like,
you got to get
you
the
gotta
reps.
play. You got to play to
reps.
see how it feels, man.
Yeah. And, I mean, this is a guy that you were high on, running back, Raleek Brown.
Yeah.
I mean, 1,150 yards, 4 touchdowns from Arizona State, and he looks the part, bro. He looks mean.
He looks every bit of it.
I mean, he's slick, too.
Yeah.
I mean, he can freaking put a move on
He's
somebody.
one of those guys, like he's so electric, man. Like I was saying,
4 touchdowns is a concern, though.
But he wasn't the red zone guy.
Yeah.
And I think with his Texas team, he can be the red zone guy.
Be everything, bro.
Yeah. But I think he can be.
Yep.
He's every bit of the part advertised. He really can be.
And then you look at the receiving room. I know I've already read Ryan Wingo. I mean, he was presumed to be a first-round pick last year. Yeah. He comes back. And then you also add, dude, and this is a guy, me and Grayson especially, are so high on. I love Cam Coleman.
Yep.
I mean, at Auburn last year, I mean, a team that did not have a quarterback. Literally probably the best 5-win team we've ever seen, like defensively and everywhere around except quarterback. Like, quarterback cost them so much.
Yeah.
But last year, Auburn, 56 receptions, 708 yards, 5 touchdowns. And, I mean, those stats just do not do it justice to how good he is.
Probably one of the best guys in the portal.
Without a doubt. And probably the best receiver in the SEC.
Yeah.
I would agree. I think I'd go 10 toes down on that. And you know how much I love my Tennessee receivers, but I'm telling you, this dude, he's different. He's different.
So different.
And I'll tell you what's so slept on, which is not slept on. This dude's that good, but
yeah,
they have a solid defense. But guess who they're returning? Collin Simmons, an absolute stud who is going to be a top 5 pick next year in the draft. Like, yes, you lose Anthony Hill Jr., who was a stud for them at linebacker. You use Michael Taffy.
Safety.
Yeah, he was drafted in the 7th round, I think, by the Dolphins.
Yeah, sounds right.
So, I mean, and he was the backbone of their defense.
Yeah.
Like, Collin Simmons obviously was the best player there. Anthony Hill Jr. probably was right there at second.
Yeah.
But Taffy was so, like literally making picks, tackles.
Yeah.
He was just that gritty guy you see in the defensive backfield.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they're obviously going to have to replace him.
Yeah.
And I think it's, Texas fans really aren't taking that into account as much. I mean, I know he wasn't just this electric, like, first-round type NFL. Like, he didn't look the part.
Right.
He didn't look the part. But, I mean, didn't they bring – no, they didn't bring in Kevin Byard's brother. That was A&M.
Yeah, that was A&M.
But, I'm sure they've brought in – I know they've brought in pieces on the defensive side. But, dude, Collin Simmons, that's literally enough, dude. Yeah. I'm telling you, he's a game wrecker. Him and Dylan Stewart, everybody puts Dylan Stewart on that pedestal of being an electric edge, which he is.
Mm-hmm.
But, dude, Collin Simmons is right there with him.
Yeah. So, I mean, when you think about Texas, I mean, their defense is always elite.
Yeah.
I mean, going back, like, when you look at the team last year, their defense was very solid.
Yeah. Oh, no. I mean, you look back at the Texas-Ohio State game. I mean, it was ugly on both offensive sides, but defense was there. But no, dude. So our 1 through 5, we have Texas at 1, Ohio State at 2, Oregon at 3, Georgia at 4, Notre Dame at 5. And this concludes the first chapter of many going into this hectic college football season. So just to give the viewers just a little like, what we're going to do with this. Like, yes, this is our preseason one. We'll update it as the season goes on. Probably, I mean, if we deem it fit, we may update it before
week 0.
Yeah, week 0. So, I mean, stay tuned. We won't probably be as in-depth as we are right now. Yeah. But, stay tuned. This is something we want to keep up.
Exactly.
But moving forward, just with the episode, we're going to do a quick little FIFA World Cup prediction. And, we're going to talk about Mbappe choking a little bit just to lead it off. I mean, that hurt me. I think Mbappe, other than Messi, is the best soccer player in the world.
One of, for sure.
And, I mean, dude, I'm a big, we'll just go ahead and ditch Mbappe. And do you have anything you want to say about
Well,
Mbappe?
I will say this. I'm a little disappointed in the way France, lost to Spain. I feel like, that it wasn't the game everyone wanted, but
France laid a goose egg. Like, no, it wasn't the game nobody wanted. I mean, I wanted to see blows left and right, come down to the wire. I mean, yes, it was a highly tense game, but
they really
not for the right reasons.
They really got dog walked from the beginning.
Yeah, I mean,
disappointing.
Spain played France's game better than France played their game.
Yeah.
But predictions for the World Cup.
Well, let's get this team out of the way real quick. England, man.
It hurt to see him go.
Our secondary team.
Dude, it hurt to see him go because, I love Jude Bellingham. I like Harry Kane a lot, too. I mean, obviously, I'm a casual, so I only know, the name brand kind of guys. Dude, Jude Bellingham, what was the game before?
2 goals.
Yeah, 2 goals.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, dude, he won me over there. Harry Kane's post-game interview, loved it.
Songs they have after the game.
They were just so fun. I mean,
team.
Dude, you're playing Argentina. I mean, it came down to the wire.
It did.
I mean, Argentina, bro, the comebacks, bro.
And really, Well, I will say this real quick, too. I think England gave this game away.
Dude, I think England played better. I mean, Argentina won in the 92nd minute.
Yeah, and it was a sense of, like, their coach's fault, really, because they subbed out all their offensive guys and put in a full defensive lineup. And right when they made that substitution is when the floodgates opened up for Argentina.
Bro, but, I mean, Argentina coming back against, what was it? Egypt. And then coming back against England.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm telling you, if Argentina doesn't win, man, like, they're battle tested at this point. Like, yes, they probably should have, I mean, other than England, but the Egypt game, like that, they were sleeping.
3-0.
They were sleepwalking.
They were down 3-0.
Was it 3-0?
Yes.
Dude, I'm telling you, bro. They said that might be bigger than 28-3.
I mean,
like, literally, Tom Brady said that. I'm telling you, it was that type feel. I was trying to watch a little bit at work, man. And, dude, I put out a tweet on our Blue Collar account. Why are we playing games at 2 p.m. on a weekday? Like,
dude, I saw it, but
I know across the world, like, it's different. But what about us? What about us?
Well,
we host. We are.
If we're the host, we got to put it on freaking USA time where everyone can get off work and watch the game.
At least 5 or 6. At least let me catch the second half of it.
Dude, this guy I work with, he was coming in at work at 3 a.m. so he could get off it before the game.
Dude, I'm telling you, dude, it's that kind. But just let's go to predictions.
Yeah. Spain,
Jamal
Argentina
versus Messi. And I know, dude, I'm a big Jamal fan.
Jamal guy, yeah.
But, I mean,
you've been saying that.
I have been saying that. But, dude, he really isn't even the main face of Spain.
No.
I mean, he is to the media, but, like,
yes.
As far as production goes.
As far as fan-wise and media, he is. But production-wise, he's had, I think, 1 or 2 goals the whole
But he's very
World
young.
Cup. He is.
Very young.
Like 19 years old. I mean,
he's got braces, bro. He's out there playing with braces.
Yeah. But this team, like, they play such a fast-paced game. They look very good. I think this is a perfect game. Spain, Argentina, they both kind of play similar but different roles of playing fast and wanting the ball and wanting times of possession. And I really hope this is a shootout game. This is a game. This is a game where I hope it's a shootout, but it goes to penalties to decide the game. Like, this is a game where I want it to extend past extra time, extend past everything. I want it to be a penalty shootout for the win.
Oh, dude, if it's anything like it was 4 years ago, France versus Argentina, dude,
electric.
That literally makes my World Cup experience even better.
Yes.
But I will say this. I think Argentina has the one thing that Spain doesn't.
Messi?
Well, yeah, obviously. I mean, it's just that X factor.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like Spain, like I said, I'm very casual, so, I mean, I can get flamed for this or whatever. But Spain, I mean, they're just a good collective unit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When your best player, or as the media perceives, as a casual like me perceives, is Jamal, and he's really not that guy yet.
Yes.
So, I mean, maybe we see a coming of age for Jamal, and he takes over and becomes, the next Mbappe.
That'd be a story.
That would be. And you see the picture of Jamal and Messi together when they're, so I think it's really cool. I mean, it could be a passing of a torch type moment. Yeah. And I mean, I love Jamal, so I want to pull for Spain, but dude, my heart's with Messi.
I think,
like, I want to see him win it again, but I think for Argentina to win, like, yes, Messi doesn't have to be the guy. Obviously, Spain's going to have a plan to. Anybody can beat us but Messi. Yeah. But, dude, Messi's that good. I want to see him score a goal at least.
And Messi's the type of player, he doesn't care if he scores or not.
No, he wants to win.
Yeah, he just wants to win. But they're fighting against history. I saw a stat that came out. No team has won the World Cup back-to-back since 1960. And I think it was Germany.
Well, I would say Argentina is probably heavy favorite. Or not heavy favorite, but favorites.
I think they're probably favorites as well. I mean, just the way they look. Who do you have? Argentina.
I got Argentina as well. Like I said, I'm not going to be mad either way it goes, but I want to go with Argentina just because this could be Messi's last
one.
And
just go out on a high.
Yeah, go out on, because I think the next time he'll be like 42.
Yeah.
So I mean, this is more than likely his last one. Yeah. So I'd love to see him go out, going back to back, breaking the stat.
Yes.
But also, it'd be really cool to see Jamal, like, kind of the passing the torch. Yeah. But the only way I'd want Spain to win is if it's because Jamal. Yeah. That's the only way I'd want them to win. But like I said, to make a long story short, I think Argentina.
Okay.
But another recap, UFC 329. I don't even want to spend much time with this.
Yeah, this is going to be so quick because I was so heartbroken.
Dude, you ditched the boys. We were watching it over at Hayden's. And, well, I mean, you didn't miss much because the 2 main events lasted probably a minute and 9 seconds. Together.
It was so bad.
And, if you see it, like, we'll start with a Paddy fight.
Yeah.
If you see, like, a TKO in the first round, it's got to be a knockout.
Yeah.
Like, it's literally has to be, like, it can't be a submission. It can't be, you can't, I mean, it's just so weak.
I know. I really wanted Paddy to win, and I had money on Paddy to win. So I'm glad he won. but just the way that the style of the knot shaped up to end.
They needed something.
They needed one of these fights to go rounds. But like you said, like the submission, that's cool and all, but like you want to see a knockout.
Dude, you want to see a submission in like round 3.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you got
not even the submission that he had. Like you want to see someone just getting a guillotine or a straight chokehold.
The way he did land a guillotine on him. He had him in the guillotine. The way he had his feet wrapped around his arms, though, dude couldn't
funky.
do anything.
Yeah, I had never seen anything like that.
No, literally. And I mean, we were talking about it. Me and Lucas and Grayson and JP were watching it, and we were like, and Willie, we were like, okay, I get the dude wants to start off aggressive and attack, but he's like falling down trying to grab his legs and then guillotine right then and there, like he's cooked.
Awkward.
Like it just if I'm Saint Denis, I'm pretty upset with myself. You know what I'm saying? Like you train all that way and then you go out with a guillotine.
Well,
in the
he
first
did end
minute.
up crying after the match.
No, I think it was just a bad play by him. Like he was going to hit and it falls off balance and reaching for his legs on his knee. Like I mean, it just. I don't know.
It really was.
But then you have
the main event.
The main event.
Which really wasn't.
Dude, I'm telling you, I was so hyped for this. I told everybody there, though, I said I would bet on Holloway winning because I just don't think McGregor's going to win. I mean, he hadn't fought in 5 years, coming off a broke leg. And I said, when you have money like McGregor, dude, it hurts so much worse to get punched in the face, I guess, because you don't have to anymore.
Yeah, you really don't.
You know what I'm saying? He's making so much money. He's on yachts. He's on this and that. And, you know, and then you kind of see McGregor, I don't know. And I was reading, I say that to say this. Like, I thought Holloway was going to win, but I was pulling for McGregor. Yeah. And, you know, you saw a change in his life. He's like, you know, after this embarrassment, he's like, I will be in church on Sunday and da-da-da.
Yeah.
And he's like, and he did say he would be back. But, dude.
I don't know if he will be.
What is it, ACL?
Probably.
Yeah, I mean.
Something within his knee.
Dude, I'm telling you, it was pitiful.
Yeah.
It was sad. And, I love what Holloway said. You know, he's like, McGregor's great. He's awesome. I want to see him run. Let's run it back in 2027. I want to get this Holloway versus McGregor 3. Then then they ask him a question like, well, what'd you think about the fight? I know you didn't want to go that way. He goes, well, I guess I just had him weak in the knees.
I saw that. It was disappointing, and I don't think McGregor comes back.
I feel like you have to, though. Like,
I don't know.
Literally, you have to. I mean, I wouldn't if I was him because, I mean, that was just – I felt so sick for him just seeing his face. Like, he kept wanting to fight, and he was limping around, dude.
And all the things of, like, people saying he was injured before the fight.
Yeah.
Do you think so?
Dude, after seeing the weigh-in kind of thing, dude, something's
not adding up.
Yeah, something's not adding up because, dude, he came out swinging, too. It's like, okay.
He did. Like, the first thing he done was run and kick at the guy.
Yeah, dude. I mean, like I said, I'm always going to be a McGregor guy.
And that's not even his fight style either.
I think the downfall of McGregor's career started when he went to boxing to fight Mayweather.
Yeah.
Like, that's whenever I was just kind of like, okay, why are you leaving in the prime and the peak of your career to go? Yeah. I know he probably got paid all kinds of bread. But, I mean, I don't blame him for it. But, like, you know what I'm saying, at the peak of his UFC career. Yeah. But, I mean, do you think McGregor, do you really think he's done?
I think he's done.
I think after the leg and then you blow the knee, I mean, it's just not looking
up
good.
There in age. And constant, like, it's the same leg where he completely broke it. Yeah. Same leg. I think he's done. I think that, like you said, there's no reason for him to come back. He has the money now. The only reason he'd come back is to win his last fight and say, I went out and done it one more time and won.
I could see him, if he was going to fight, it'd be a Holloway again. And it would be next year.
Maybe, but I just don't see it.
I don't think he should. But locker room heat. Okay. This is
you like my little heat sound effect there?
I like that. Dude, locker room heat, though. It's presented by Cornerstone Property Solutions. If you need any landscaping or anything like that, hit up their Facebook and DM them and let them know. But for this, it's like I saw this on X, and I kind of wanted to bring this like locker room heat.
All right. Let me sit up.
If Messi wins this, well, even if he doesn't, but if he does win this, it's going to double down. Is Messi the GOAT of all athletes?
It's a tough one. When you think about it, he's obviously the GOAT of soccer, regardless if he wins or loses this World Cup.
Ronaldo, Messi, like it's obviously Messi.
But then when you think about outside, you got your Michael Jordans, your LeBron Jameses,
Tom Brady,
your Tom Brady's.
And I think it kind of, baseball, I feel like it kind of ends there because in baseball it could be a little bit of everybody. Yeah, but if Shohei continues at the streak he's on, Shohei.
I love that shout.
Yeah.
Roll over to boxing, you got Tyson's of the world.
You got Muhammad Ali.
Ali's.
You got John Jones in the UFC.
John Jones. Khabib.
Golf. Tiger Woods.
John Daly.
Then you got NASCAR, Jeff Gordon.
Yeah. I mean, it's tough, but I think pure dominance of a sport and just the way he controlled it, I would say yes. And I'm not even a huge soccer fan. Like, you know that. But, like, I would just say pure dominance of how he dominated the league of all the leagues he's went to. Like, now he's playing in a weaker league just because he's older. But we see he can compete with anybody. We see that right now in the World Cup happening right now. What is he, like 40 or like close to it? Like, I think if he wins this one in a dominating fashion, like they wouldn't have won this game if it wasn't for Messi. I think he's probably the greatest athlete of all time.
You know, I want to say yes too, but in my brain I just can't put anybody over Tom Brady. I mean, I just really can't. I mean, what he did at 43 years old, 40 years old, 42 years old, I mean, what he did for the length of his career, I mean, he did it at 2 different places, 2 different head coaches. I mean, I'm a big TB12 guy, so, I mean, I guess that's my bias in it.
That's very biased.
I do think, dude, 6 rings or 7 rings?
7.
7.
Right.
Yeah, 7 out of 9. No, not 7 out of 10. He lost to the Eagles. But, no, I mean, I think it's my GOAT. Just, I mean, I'm not much of a soccer guy. I think Messi.
Not your GOAT, like the GOAT.
Tom Brady.
Obviously, Messi's not my GOAT, but he's probably
you basically
the GOAT.
just glazed him.
Yeah, but look at the career this man had.
Okay, any of these guys we've listed, look at the career they had. I mean, literally. I mean, yes, Messi. I mean, it's just like.
All right, like we'll cut it off. Michael Jordan probably not, just because like his career wasn't as long as Messi's been. Not as long as Tom Brady's and LeBron's.
There's too much of a debate between him and Jordan.
Yeah. Tom Brady, like,
there's no debate in the NFL.
There is no debate.
But if you're looking at pure athlete, like literally how physically fit and, you know, then I mean, you're not going to look at Tom Brady.
Yeah, no.
You're going to look at Messi. But then it's like, okay, if we're looking at that sense, John Jones killed both of them. So it's just like, you can't really look. I just think of pure dominance in their sport. And yes, dude, what Messi has done, it's so great. Like there's
longevity.
There's no. If you take Brady, if you take Messi, if you take Tiger Woods, like there's no wrong answer.
Tiger Woods is such a sleeper for this,
dude,
too.
I mean, him and his prime best golfer to ever walk the earth.
And he really hasn't been contested for like the best golfer of all time either.
Bro, there's some debates out there.
Really?
Yeah.
Not in my world.
But it goes back to like Arnold Palmer, freaking all that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, dude, he's that good.
The sweet tea?
Yeah,
Arnold
that's
Palmer.
named after him.
I did not know that.
But no, I mean, and dude, there's another golfer that I just cannot think of right now. But yeah, no, I mean, like, look, I would say Messi's the GOAT, but it's just hard for me to do it with my Tom Brady bias.
It's hard.
But just to tie a bow tie on this, you know, our little outro. You got any shout outs or anything?
Shout out to Odyssey.
Yep.
Christopher Nolan. I'm gonna try and go
watch
Nolan
that. Smith. I mean.
Or Nolan Smith, a linebacker from the Eagles.
He does it all.
He does. Shout out that. I'm trying to think of anything. I feel like no.
That's it.
I think that's it. I know you have a shout out.
The All-Star in NLAL. You lost some money on that.
I don't even want to talk about that. I knew I was going to lose as soon as I hit.
Dude, I just want to say that the Stetson curse may be worse than the Drake curse when it comes to betting.
Dude, it's so bad. Like, I bet on McGregor to win, and of course he loses.
I want to shout out Justin Bieber. This was a couple weeks ago, but he number 1 pick in the NHL draft. He announced it, and the dude's like walking down, like, you know, shaking the commissioner's hand, and UConn's playing. Like, dude, I thought that was so freaking goated. This happens tomorrow is Usman versus Duplessis. Or I can't.
Don't look at me. Don't even look at me. Don't look at me.
These names.
Yeah.
But Usman's a GOAT of the UFC, you know. Oh, why? You don't even know, bro.
Dude, John Jones would murder him.
Dude, John Jones would murder anybody. Dude, John Jones should be a Marvel character. He's that good. But, like, Usman is a really, really good fighter. I mean, he's 23-4 overall. Yeah. I hope he can take care of business tomorrow night.
Yeah.
But other than that, man, I ain't really got much else to shout out.
You don't want to shout out your Post Malone going back to old styles?
Dude, I was going to shout it out, but I just feel like...
You was trying to gatekeep it?
I was trying to gatekeep a little bit. But, dude, Post Malone released... I almost wore my Post Malone shirt just to show how, like, excited I was, bro. Like, you don't... Like, I love country post. I love pop post. I love sad post, happy post. It doesn't matter. I'm a post boy. I'm a post stan. But, dude... I got on TikTok, and I'm not a heavy TikTok user. I'll go check, see what the fellas is send me, and, you know, do our little blue-collar stuff.
Yeah.
But, dude, I got on – somebody said something about post something on TikTok. I looked him up, bro. I was like – I was over at Hayden. I was like, Hayden, you got to hear this. She's not the biggest post girl. I mean, literally, I looked at her, and I said, so in the song, he referenced 2016 Stoney.
Mhm.
I said, Hayden, do you know about 2016 Stoney? And she's like, oh, yeah, I love Stoney, the album. And I, you know, this is a dude thing. Like, I don't know if you ever do this. Like, she gets so mad when I do this. I'm like, can you name 3 songs from Stoney? And she's like, she goes, she said, congratulations. And I was like, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Because there's 3 main songs. Congratulations. Yeah. I Fall Apart.
Yeah.
That's on that one, right?
Yeah, I Fall Apart is.
Feeling Whitney.
Yeah.
And White Iverson. There's 4. There's 4.
Yeah.
And I was like, she'll at least get congratulations, maybe Feeling Whitney. And I thought White Iverson, because she loves that movie with Blake Lively, and they're like walking to White Iverson. That's the only reason I even remember the movie, because it played post. What movie that is. But she's like, would I know anymore? And I was like, what? I was like, I about canceled the marriage, bro. Dude, that hurt me.
I think it is a guy thing too, because you ever be driving, you know, with your girlfriend or with anyone, be like, what's the name of this? Like,
yeah, dude,
guess that song real quick.
Literally, like Hayden, like she's, because like when she does stuff, like I mean, obviously there's girl things that I just do not understand. Like maybe football to her. Yeah. Like if it came to like she does hair, so it's like if she's like, oh yeah, I did this hair, and I'm just like, oh yeah, it looks good. And she's like, well, what is this? And I'm just like, I don't know. Everything I say, I was like, that's a lob. Yeah. Or that's you know, the money piece, or like, you know, I just say like random things I hear her say, and then like I'll be talking football. She's like, all you do is talk football. Like, yes, the Cowboys are good. I'm like, well, name 3 players. If I talk about it all the time, name 3 players. She's like, Dak. Every time she'll go Dak, and then she'll say Ezekiel Elliott, and I'm like, he hadn't played for us in 2 years.
I know, dude. I don't always have, you know, a sports plan or something, but I'll have something Philly going on. And Amelia, she's I'll give her credit. She's picked up a lot. We've been to a few games together like that.
See, Hayden's, I don't know if it's the same for you, but like Hayden, like if I take her to a game, like she's in it. You know what I'm saying? Like she's like invested in it. Yeah. Like, I mean, not to say she knows the players or anything, but she's like, oh, that's a good play, that's a bad play.
I would say Amelia's invested in it, but not like me. Like when I'm watching the game.
Oh, dude, if it was like you, it'd be
silent,
weird.
Locked in the game, like not saying anything. Amelia's like, oh, that's good. I'm like, don't touch me.
Dude, like Hayden, like she's like Duke in North Carolina. Like we'll never go out to eat, but she's like, hey, do you want to go eat tonight? I'm like, do you know who plays tonight? Yeah. And she's like, you're so addicted to that stuff. So then it's like, I'm like, oh, fine, we'll go out to eat. And then I'm sitting there on my phone, like checking the score and like bugging out. I'm trying to drive and watch freaking.
It's like, can you not be on your phone while we're at dinner?
Yeah, and I'm just like, if you asked me any other night, it'd be okay. Like I just wish girls understood.
They don't.
You know, when her new shows comes out and she's watching them in the morning, I ain't calling her. I ain't going over there and watching it. You know what I'm saying?
That's like me with sports and her with Love Island. Is your girl on that?
No, I couldn't even tell you.
It's probably for the best, honestly, dude. Amelia watches it. It's like an every night thing. I think there's 2 days of the week or 2 nights of the week where it doesn't come out. So she's watching it every night. And, you know, I'm like, well, I'm glad I work night shift and don't have to watch that with you.
Dude, I'm telling you, bro. You know, if Hayden ever knew ball like I did, it would freak me out. I don't think I'd enjoy it.
It would be fun, though.
Dude, but if she just knew, like, if she just looked at me one day and said, George Pickens has been such a good addition for the Cowboys. Like, I mean, you don't even have to be said like that. She's like, man, that George Pickens is really good. And I just looked at her. I would look at her and I'd be like, wow.
Or she walked up to you, man, Caleb Downs, that's such a steal of the draft.
If she did that.
Oh, gosh.
If she looked at me and I was like, you know, the draft, all I was talking about is how I wanted Caleb Downs. If she looked at me and said, man, I hope y'all get Caleb Downs tonight, I'd be like, what? Yeah. What is wrong with you?
If Amelia's watching this late and she said something like that, I might just have to get down on one knee.
No, bro, don't. Dude, I'm sitting there. I'm clipping this and putting it on TikTok. But anyways, you know, just to wrap up the episode, I mean, good to be back. Episode
Amazing.
14 to a close. Yeah. We appreciate our listeners. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like, you subscribe. You look at our TikToks. I mean, we're putting out our top 25 clips. So if you forgot about who did they put at 22, guess what? It's going to be out to you.
Yep.
But make sure you're following us on all platforms. You're liking it. You're subscribing it. You're telling a friend. You're being a friend to us. But we appreciate all y'all. Thank you guys. Until next time. Oh, freaking twin right there.